Year-old pensioner can't go home, forced to live in her car for the past 12 months. She doesn't have a hip, this neighbour knows it, and has built a massive dirt wall just high enough to leave her stranded. The electrical fault in most Australian homes affecting your family's health, and the simple way to fix it. The shopping experience of your life. We take you inside the world's biggest shopping mall. Christmas competitions and contests, the winners taking it all. The new scheme that increases your chances by 1,000%. Good evening and thanks for your company on Today Tonight. First, the property dispute causing a mountain of trouble. A 63-year-old invalid pensioner barricaded out of her home by a pile of rubble, put there by a nasty neighbour. For almost a year, she's had to live in her car through the freezing Tasmanian winter. Jackie Quist has more.
It's very, very scary out here. It's extremely scary.
This woman's been living in a car for 12 months.
And you know that
She's an invalid pensioner.
You know that woman was given the opportunity to sign an agreement to prevent the property owners from litigation, right?
At times I thought I was just going to die with cold, lack of help.
Each night for the past 12 months, 63-year-old invalid pensioner Barbara Strainig has slept in her car. Blocked out of her home by her neighbour, this man, Michael Orlick.
I don't understand why anyone wouldn't just allow a pensioner to drive up a road to get to her house.
Are you going to let me come to your property and willingly traverse through your property past your residence to get to the neighbouring property beside
No one
me?
else has had a problem with it before
Are you going to ask?
I'm sorry. It is just too unbelievable that people can just turn into cowboys.
Forced from her home on Tasmania's east coast a year ago, Barbara, an accomplished artist, has nowhere to go. She claims 2 days before Christmas last year, Michael Orlick bulldozed this giant pile of rubble across the road, cutting off her rural property and the properties of 3 neighbours.
It really defies belief, the Great Wall of Rubble. So this for you, Babs, is impossible to navigate, isn't it? With your hips.
I can't.
Barbara bought her 1.5 hectare dream block 6 years ago, her title suggesting this was a public road. But at some stage it was altered and now crosses private land, purchased 18 months ago by Michael Orlick's girlfriend.
I just don't understand why you block off a perfectly good road.
I told you why, because it's private property. It is not her road.
But it's been used
She
for
has
decades.
got legal, not by her, it has not.
Well, I'm not going to. I don't really want to.
Well,
buy into
before
this,
you.
but listen, can
Hang
I
on,
just
please take your hands off me, sir. All right?
I'll take the hand.
Michael Orlick and his father Gerald are pillars of the community. Michael, the local fire brigade chief. And on Australia Day last year, he and his father were awarded prestigious Australian Fire Services medals. On that day, Barbara was living beside a road, her dog Missy for company.
How could somebody who is running a district, who is head of a fire service, how could somebody have no conscience?
Too frightened to traverse the rubble wall alone, we took Barbara home.
It's still all here. It's all here. My carvings, my sculpture, my drawings, everything that I've done, everything that I've designed is all here. And I've had to sleep in my car for all this time and I could have been home. It's just unbelievable. It's just too unbelievable.
Her house still in planning stages, Barbara has created a garden, a sleeping cabin and her artist studio. For her, this is paradise.
I want to come home for Christmas. And they've no right to keep me out for Christmas. No right at all.
Let's be hard and fast. Not a council issue. That is not a council issue.
Local Mayor Robert Legg says he's done his utmost to help Barbara, but claims it's a civil issue to be fought out in the courts.
Years ago, when they subdivided this land, and many, many years ago, they mostly did it as a desktop exercise and just drew in roads where it was impossible to put roads. It is her own fault. She has been put in the position she is in.
Michael Orlick claims Barbara refused to sign an agreement indemnifying the property owner from litigation should she have an accident on the road. Barbara refutes the claim, and while she might have some entitlement to access as a consequence of long-standing use on an invalid pension, she simply can't afford to take court action. For now, she is sentenced to living rough.
I've had to boil water for hot water bottles to thermally pack my body at night. Missy sleeps on the front seat. She stays up most of the night watching to see that somebody doesn't creep up on us.
Where are we at?
Where are we at?
The Great Wall of Rubble stays?
The Great Wall of Rubble stays.
She can't go in?
No.
That's it?
That's it.
Now, the Tasmanian Law Society has known about Barbara's case for some time and have tried to help. Since our involvement, they tell us they've appointed a solicitor to take on her case. We'll keep you posted. But now to an electrical fault.